Everyone, can you see my screen? Hello, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So where are we, guys? What we discussed? Come on. What we are discussing? Hello, guys, can you hear me? Yes, please tell me what we are discussing. The previous class.
Interfaces.
Sorry?
Interfaces.
Interfaces.
Inheritance.
Inheritance, right? Okay. So I think yesterday we discussed what is inheritance. Okay, what is a relationship, right? So now we will discuss few other parts of that and we will go with the next topics, guys. Fine. So now, okay. So inheritance means what, guys? So is a reusability, right? Why we have to go for inheritance? Reusability of the code, right? So now in Java, okay, we can extend, okay, one class at a time, guys. Understand? So how can we maintain relationship between these two classes?
By using
By keeping, yeah, by using extends keyword. Okay, by using extends keyword, right? So we can make two classes. We can put some relationship between two classes, right? So now, so in Java, okay, we can extend only one class at a time, guys. Understand? So let's suppose we have a, okay, we have a class A, right? We have a class A and we have a class B. Okay, we have a class A and we have a class B. Now, class C I have. Okay, class C I have. Extends A, comma B. Understand? Is it valid?
invalid.
Invalid. Okay, so why it is invalid? So we are trying to extend, right? We are trying to extend two classes, A and B at a time, class C. Understand? So
Yes,
this is what, guys, multiple inheritance. Understand? So Java does not support multiple inheritance. Understand? So this is what multiple inheritance. Multiple inheritance means what? A Java class cannot extend more than one class at a time. Hence, multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java. Okay. So here what? Multiple inheritance means, so let's suppose why Java does not support multiple inheritance, Let's suppose we have a class here. This is one class. Fine. So
okay.
this is one more class we have. Okay. So now we are extending these two classes into the child class. Okay. Let's suppose this is what, guys, A class. A class, right? So this is B class. Right. So this is what, C class. Fine. So now in the A class, we have a method called M1. Understand? Even in B class also, let's suppose we have a same method. Can we have, right? The two different classes, we can have, right, same method name, same method signature. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Okay. Now, in the class C, what I'm doing? we are extending these two classes. In Java, it is not possible. Let's assume. Understand? Extends. So this one also what? Extends.
Extend.
Fine. So
Yeah.
now, what happened, guys? What is the inheritance? What is the easier relationship? What is the easier relationship?
One class properties method inherited by another class.
Inheritance is a mechanism in which we can acquire
All the properties
all the properties and behaviors of one class into another class with a specified relationship, right?
Yes.
That's what inheritance, right? But here what? Inheritance extends means what? How can we maintain relationship? By using extends keyword. Now, C is what? Child class for class A and class B, right? So now when you maintain extends keyword, when you put relationship, then what we will get, guys? All the properties of A class and B class automatically by default will be available into class C. Am I right or wrong? Now, if you see here in A class, what is the behavior we have? M1 method. In B class, what is the behavior we have? I mean, behavior means method, guys. M1 method we have. So now, this M1 method and M1 method. So both M1 methods are right by default inherited to where? C class.
C class.
Understand?
Yeah.
C class. Right. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, right.
So now here both methods are came. Now compiler. If you call C1.M1 method means which method it will call?
Confusion.
Understand?
Yes.
So now we are creating object of C. C is equal to new C. Now C.M1 method. Like that you are calling. Hello? Understand, guys? So which method it will call?
Confusion.
Hmm?
Confusion. Which method we can call?
Right. If you call C.M1 method here, right? After that, what we have to do? We have to create object of C class, right?
New C.
And after that, what we will do? C.M1 method. If you call like that, what we will get, guys? Definitely, we don't know, right? See here, both two methods we have. So which method we have to call, we don't know. So that's what we will get. Ambiguity problem we will get. Understand? Ambiguity problem we will get. So that's what here what multiple inheritance will not support by Java. Understand?
Yes.
You will get compile time error here. Compiler don't know which method has to call. Understand?
Yes.
Hello? Here,
Yes.
the JVM don't know which method has to call. Here, both two M1 methods. We have two M1 methods. So if you call C.M1 method, which M1 method has to call? A class M1 method has to call. B class M1 method has to call. Don't know. Right? So obviously here what? We will get ambiguity problem. Right?
Yeah.
So that's why Java does not support multiple inheritance. Clear, everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So, so let me write few points here. A Java class, okay, cannot extend more than one class at a time. Okay. Hence, multiple inheritance, okay, is not allowed in Java. Understand? So why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java? Okay. So if you extend two classes at a time, okay, at a time, right? There may be chance of getting
Ambiguity.
ambiguity, right? Yeah. So ambiguity problem and multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java. Clear, everyone?
Yeah,
Okay.
clear.
See the above example here. Okay. Why multiple inheritance is not allowed in Java. Understand, everyone?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. But this multiple inheritance, already I think we discussed that, right? So people are saying Java does not support multiple inheritance, but a few people are saying yes, Java is still supporting multiple inheritance. Okay, through interfaces concept. Okay, so we will see while discussing interface concept, we will see that one also. Okay, we don't know anything about interface, right, as of now. Okay, keep it aside, guys. Fine. No. So now we will go for next topic. Okay. So now, okay. Now Java supports multi-level inheritance, guys. So Java does not support multiple inheritance, but Java support what, guys? Multi-level inheritance. Understand? So let's suppose, right? So let me write one more thing. Multi-level inheritance. This is what multi-level inheritance, right? Now, see here, I'm writing a class A, guys.
Okay.
I'm writing a class A. Understand? So now, in the same way, I have a class B. Okay. So now, yeah, fine. So now, here, class B extends A. Understand?
Yeah.
Class B extends A. So now, here, what is the structure, guys? This is the B class, right?
Yeah.
This is the B class. Now, B class what extends A class.
Okay.
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 B class extends A class. Okay. Now, okay, A class. So do you know already? For every Java class, by default, what is the super class, guys?
Object.
See here, class B extends A
Object.
because we have written manually. So that's what is the super class for B class? What is the immediate super class for B class?
A class.
A class. Right. For A class, are we written any super class here explicitly? No, we have not written any super class for A explicitly here. But what is the super class for every Java class? If you are
Object class.
object
Object
class,
class.
right? For every Java class, whether it is a predefined Java class or user-defined Java class, what is the by default super class? Object class, right? So then here what for class A, what is the super class, guys? Object class. Understand?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Object class. Okay. Now A extends what, guys?
Object class.
Object class. Clear, everyone? So this is what, guys? multi-level inheritance. Okay, here see, class B extends A. So at a time, one class can extend only one class at a time. Understand? We cannot extend two classes at a time, right? That's what we discussed, right? Hello. If you extend two classes at a time means
Yes.
what? It supports multiple inheritance. But Java does not support multiple inheritance.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
A class
sir.
at a time, it can extend only one class. Right? Now, class B extends A. Fine. Now, class A extends what? Object class. Right? Here, interviewer also, see in this example, interviewer may ask like this, guys. Hey, boss, already, like interviewer will confuse you. Okay. So like this, he will write. See, in this example only. Hey, boss. So this is my class B. Okay. This is my class B. Fine. Okay. This is my class B. And class B what? Extends A. Class B what? Extends A. So this is my class A. Okay. This is my class A. Fine. So now this is extends what? A. Up to now, fine. So now for every Java class, already we know. Okay. Interviewer will ask, tell me what is the superclass for every Java class, whether it is a predefined or user defined. What you guys say? Object class.
Object class.
Like that you will say. So then for class B also, there is a object class. This object class will become what now? Superclass.
Superclass.
Superclass. Now, how can you say, okay, Java does not support multiple inheritance? Okay, like that, interviewer may ask you. Understand what I'm trying to say here?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey boss,
Yes,
here in
sir.
this example, class A we have class B extends A. This is the example, guys. Like this, okay, interviewer will give you an example like this. Okay,
Okay.
right? So in that time, what interviewer will try to confuse you? Here class B extends A, fine. But for every Java class, already you said object class is a superclass. So then for B class also, what is the object class here? What is the, object class will become what? Superclass. Then class B extends both A and object at a time, right? So how
Yes,
can you
sir.
say Java does not support multiple inheritance? This is multiple inheritance, right? Like that,
Yeah.
interviewer will ask. Is it right?
Yes.
Hmm? Is it right or wrong?
Right.
Right?
No, wrong.
Why it is wrong, guys? See,
Explicitly.
yeah. So here, if any Java class, okay, if you have any superclass explicitly by writing extends keyword, a programmer, if you put any relationship between two classes, how can we put relationship by using extends keyword, right? If any Java class, if we have a superclass explicitly, then object class will not be a direct superclass for that class, guys. Understand?
Yes.
Object class is a not direct superclass for that class. Okay, object class is superclass, but it is not a direct superclass. It is what? Indirect superclass. See, like this it will happen. Here class B extends A. For class B, do we have a superclass? Explicitly we have written, right? A class
No.
is what? Superclass for class B. Now class B, class A. For class B, what is the superclass? Direct superclass? A class. Understand? For A class, what is the superclass? See, for
Object
A class, we did not write any superclass here. So then only object class will act as what? Direct superclass for class A.
Yes,
Clear,
sir.
everyone?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So now for A class, object class is direct superclass, guys. For class B, what is the direct superclass? A class.
A class.
Understand? For class B also, object class is a superclass, but not direct superclass. Indirect superclass. Understand? The
Yeah.
class B, class A is a superclass. For class A, object class is a superclass. Now, all the functionalities which are available in object class, okay, will automatically inherit it to A class. And now, A class functionality and object class functionality automatically inherited to class
B
B.
class.
Understand? So now, so if any entry you lost like that, okay, you kick like entry you like anything, guys. You can kick entry you like anything. Hey boss, how can you say here object class is super class to B? Understand? So am I written
Yes.
any extends keyword directly? Okay. So if I not written any extends keyword, then how can you say object class is direct super class or super class for class B? Okay. So this is the wrong. This is the valid structure here. Understand? Okay. So now here multi-level inheritance. This is not multiple inheritance. Like that you have to inform to interviewer. Okay. So now if you give any example like this, okay, you have to remember this diagram, right? This is the correct diagram. So this is what wrong diagram. Understand? So here what? Class B. What is the super class for class B? A class. A class is the direct super class for class B. For class A, what is the super class now directly? Object class. Because for A class, okay, we did not write any super class. Understand? Programmer, we did not write any superclass explicitly. If you are not written any superclass explicitly, then only object class will act as what? Direct superclass for that class. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. No. Write me those points. This is what, guys, multi-level inheritance. See here, multi-level. Okay. So our grandfather, right? After our grandfather, what we have? Our parents, right? Our grandfather properties and behaviors and assets will come to whom? Our parents,
Parents.
right? Now, parents property, grandfather properties, and now father,
Child.
okay, properties, automatically who will get? Child will get.
Child.
This is what, guys, multi-level inheritance. Understand?
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so Java supports multi-level inheritance. Okay, but Java does not support what? Multiple inheritance. Okay, now let me write comment here. So now, if our class does not contain or else does not extend, okay, does not extend any other class, okay, does not extend any other class, then only, okay, then only our class is the direct, right? Direct child class for whom? Object. Understand? So example, class A I have, for this class A, right? Now see, class A does not extend any other class, right? So now, what will happen now for this one? What is the super class now? Class A. For class A, so in this case, for our class A, okay, for class A, in this case, yes, object class will act as what?
Class
As
A.
direct super class for
Class A.
class A. Clear, everyone?
Yeah. Okay.
No. Right. Now, if our class, okay, if our class extends any other class, then it is not direct child class of object class. That's what we discussed, right? Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Okay. So this is what? Multi-level inheritance. Already we discussed in the above. Okay. Right. If our class extends any other class, then it is not direct child class of our object class. Then our class is our class is not direct child class of object class. Clear? Everyone. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, Abush.
Yeah. So now we will go for other things. Right. Okay. So now I'm writing one example, guys. Let's suppose class A I'm taking. Okay. And here I'm taking what, guys? Extends A only. Understand? This is the one of the example. In the same way, class A. Okay. Here we have a class A. This is the class A. Now I have what? Class B. Fine. So now here class B extends A. Fine. So now class A also extends class B. Understand? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Now tell me, is it valid?
No.
No,
Hmm?
sir.
No, sir.
Why it is no?
We cannot know which is parent and which is child class.
Okay. Right. Here what we are trying to do?
Recursion is happening.
What we are trying to do? Right. Class A and class B. Right. Fine. Sir, what we are trying to do? See here, class A extends A, right? Class A again extends A. Here we are trying to extend the same class functionalities. Understand? Now, if you see here in the second example, class A extends B and class B extends A, right? B is acting as what? Superclass for A. At the same time, A is acting as what? Superclass for B. Understand? So here what? Cyclic inheritance. This is what? Cyclic inheritance. So here what? We are trying to use the functionalities of A class into B, and the same way we are trying to use the functionalities of B class into A. Understand?
Yes.
Hello? So this is
Yes,
what? Cyclic inheritance. Okay. So cyclic inheritance is not allowed in Java. So what is the use of here? Why we have to use inheritance concept? Okay. Code reusability. I want to use the functionalities of one class into another class. Directly, what are the properties and what are the behaviors we have in one class? I want to use them into another class without writing one more time here, right? So that is the use of what? Inheritance. But here what we are trying to do, right? We are making what? One cyclic. So A class functionality B class and B class functionality into A class. So what is the use?
Yeah.
Understand? So here what? This is what? Cyclic inheritance, right? So always Java does not support cyclic inheritance is not allowed in Java, guys. Understand? So here what we will get? We will get compile time error. Okay. So now let me write here one point. Now cyclic inheritance is not allowed in Java. Okay. So here what we will get, guys? We will get compile time error. In the above example, we will get what? We will get compile time error. So what is the compile time error? Cyclic inheritance. Okay. Involving class A. Cyclic inheritance involving. Okay. Involving which class here? Class A. Okay. So same thing here also. Same compile time error. Okay. Cyclic inheritance involving class A. Okay. Cyclic inheritance involving class B. Clear, everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Yes, Santosh.
Okay. So now, so this is what, guys? Cyclic inheritance. Okay. So now, okay. So already we discussed. So inheritance means what? Easier relationship means what? Inheritance. Easier relationship is nothing but inheritance, right? So now
Yeah.
for inheritance, so what we are trying to say, all the functionalities. Okay, all the functionalities means what? Here, class means what? So
Behaviors.
properties and behaviors
Behavior.
automatically by default will be inherited to child class, right? So here, see, class means what? Class can contains what? Properties
Member
and
variables
constructors and as well as methods. Properties means here member variables. Okay. Member variables, member methods, and constructors.
construct.
Right? But here, constructors will not participate in inheritance, guys. Understand? Clear, everyone? Okay.
Sure.
You have to remember one thing. Yeah. Okay, guys. What? For constructors, inheritance concept is not applicable. Okay. Understand? For constructors, inheritance concept is not applicable.
Yeah.
For constructors, inheritance concept is not applicable. For constructors, inheritance concept is not applicable, guys. Okay. So what I mean to say here, let's suppose I have a class. Okay. Class person I have. Right? Class person I have. Okay. So now what class person can contain? Int what person can contain? What can contain? Int hands. Okay. Number of hands, guys.
Height.
Let's suppose int hands, right? Next int height, not int, right? Float. Okay. Float height. You can measure even centimeters also, right? Next string color, right? So like that, we have few properties. Okay. So now here what? Person constructor we have. Let's suppose 0 argument constructor I'm taking. Okay. Just I'm writing for example, guys. Okay. Fine. So now, okay, here what I'm writing system.out.println of, okay, parent class or else person class constructor. Person class constructor. Fine. Now, Here, this is what person class. So now I'm writing here one more class called student. Okay, student extends what? Person. Student can be person, right?
Yeah.
So now here int ID, student ID. Okay. Next, what we have? String
Student
name, student name, right? Next, string what? Subject. Fine, right? These are the properties. Okay. So now here student class constructor. Okay. Or else I did not write anything here. Fine. Okay.
Okay.
Right. So this is what student class. So now when I'm creating student, okay, st is equal to new student.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
So here, what will happen, guys? What will happen? Tell me.
Constructor.
Here, class person, what are the properties we have? 3 properties: int hands, float height, string color, right? So we have
Yes.
one constructor. Now class student extends person. So we have a student class. Now student class will become what? Child class for person class. So here,
Yes.
if you are putting extends means what? All the properties, all the functionalities, right? All the properties and behaviors of class person automatically inherited to what? Child class.
Child class.
Right? Now the properties what we have? Hands, height, color, automatically available into what? Child class. Now by using child class reference, I can happily refer those properties. Understand?
Yes.
So that's what, right, guys? Here.
Yeah.
Here, by using st, I can refer what? What it is?
Person
First one?
also.
First one is what? Here?
Person.
Hands.
Hands.
Okay? Hands. So like that I can refer. Understand?
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
what? All these properties, superclass properties by default available into what? Child class.
Child class.
So that's what I can happily refer what? st.hands. Hello?
Yeah. Yes.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now like that, okay, I can refer st dot what? Height. Right? So all the properties by default inherited to what? Child class. So now if you have a method here, let's suppose you have a method. Let's suppose we have a method. Which method? Public void walk. Walk is a method. Okay. So let's suppose this is walk is a method where it is available under person class. Understand? So now this method also by default available into student class, right? Because student is what? Child class. All the properties and behaviors, all the member variables and member methods will be available into what? Child class, will be inherited to child class. Now by using child class reference, I can call walk method, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yes.
Understand?
Yes, sir.
I can call. But here, if you see, the constructors will not be override, guys. The for constructors, inheritance concept is not applicable. Understand? See here, see. Constructors we have. These constructors will not participate into inheritance concept, guys. Understand? Hello? The constructor is not applicable for student class. I mean, the constructors will not be inherited to student class. Only what? Member variables and member methods. Properties and behaviors of one class, okay, automatically inherited to child class. Not constructor. That is I want to explain you. Clear?
Yeah. Yeah. Clear.
Right. Now, here when you create object of the student class, what will happen, guys? Now tell me, already we discussed, right? Now what will happen?
Check. Student class.
What will happen? Student st is equal to new student. Here what? I am trying to create object of student class.
Default
What will
constructor.
happen?
Default constructor.
What default?
Default. one object is created
Oh,
child class.
You have to complete your sentence formation. Default construction means what? Student test is equal to new student. What will happen here? Now tell me, already we explained you, right? We discussed it, right? When you try to create object of the student class, first of all, by seeing this new operator, one object is created, right? Which object? Student class object is created. Okay. So now all the instance variables of the student class will be one copy of instance variable will be
ID.
created into that object. Okay, ID, name, subject. Right? Hello.
Yeah, yes.
That's what we discussed, right? And by default, okay, default values will be initialized by JVM, right? ID is zeros, string means
Name
here
is
null, subject means null. So now after that, what we are asking, hey JVM, please call default constructor. Here what? Zero argument constructor, not default constructor. Zero argument constructor. This is what?
Zero.
Zero argument constructor. So do we have zero argument constructor here, student class?
No.
No. If you don't have zero argument constructor, what will happen?
Super
Compiler
class.
will place default constructor.
Default constructor.
Right. Here we have, as a programmer, here we did not write any constructor. If you are not writing constructor, then who will place? Compiler will place default constructor. What is the prototype of default constructor? Zero argument constructor. Right. What is the prototype of default constructor?
Zero.
Zero argument constructor. Right. So now, how the constructor will be placed? Which constructor will be placed? So like this, one constructor will place. What is the constructor? Student. Right. What is the access modifier? Same class modifier. What is the class access modifier here? Default.
Default.
Like this it will place. And here, what is the first statement? Super.
Super of.
Like this one constructor will be placed by whom? Compiler. Where? Under student class. Right.
Yes.
Here, when I try to execute this constructor, what is the first statement, guys?
Super.
Super of. Super of means what? What it will do? What it will do? It will call super class constructor. So do we have super class here? Hello? Do we have super class here in this example?
Yes.
What is the super class?
Person.
Person class. Now, person class, under person class, which constructor is called? See, super of. Super of means what? Super of means zero argument constructor.
Zero argument.
Hey boss, please call super class zero argument constructor. Okay. Now, if I put here some 10 value means what will happen now? It will ask, hey boss, please call super class one argument constructor, int argument type constructor. Understand? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So here I am putting 10 value means what? Hey boss, please call in super class, there is a constructor which is one int argument type constructor. If you have any constructors in super class, please call that constructor. Like that we are giving instructions here. But here what? Just zero argument constructor. Zero argument constructor means what? Hey boss, please call super class zero argument constructor. Now in super, what is the super class for student class? Person class. Person class, do we have any zero argument constructor? Yes, we have.
Yes.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this constructor will call. Okay, this constructor will call. Okay, whenever this constructor will call, what will happen? So that time, okay, so that time JVM will assign default initialization to this class instance variables.
Yeah.
Understand, guys? Hello?
Yeah, yeah.
See here, when you try to create object of student class, so by seeing this new operator, this child class instance variable automatically will be assigned to, the default values will be assigned to this child class instance variable by JVM. I don't know whether you guys are understand or not. See here, this is student class, guys, right?
Yes.
Now in the student class, what are the properties we have? ID.
ID, name, subject.
For ID, automatically, what is the default value?
0.
C. Name. What is the name by default value?
Null.
Null.
Subject.
Right?
Null.
Next, subject. For subject, what is the default value?
Null.
null. Okay. So who will assign these values? JVM.
JVM.
Understand? Here, when you try to create object of the student class by seeing this new operator, first JVM will do like this. Now, for the student class, what we have? Super class we have. What is that one? Person class.
Person class.
Okay. So here, now, while executing the statement, what will happen? We are asking JVM, please call zero argument constructor of the student class. Now, we don't have any zero argument constructor, and compiler will place one default constructor here. So this constructor will be executing.
Yes.
Right? So now, whenever we are creating object of this class, this constructor is executing. Fine. But in this constructor, what is the by default statement? Not only default constructor. If you write any constructor, what is the first statement, guys? Superof. Right. Now, superof means what? Superclass constructor we are calling. Now, in the superclass constructor, when you call superclass constructor, so that time, okay, so JVM will assign. Here, object will not create, guys. Understand? Here, object will not create for superclass.
Yes.
Understand? So, what is the use of constructor, guys? To initialization of instance variable, right? What is the purpose of constructor? To initialize the values to instance variable, right? So why we are here superclass constructor is calling to initialize the default values to initialize the values to instance variable here. So this time we have what? Instance variable, right? So now in this instance variable, JVM will assign default values. What are the instance variable here in the superclass? Hands. Hands means what? Zero. Next one, height. Height is what? Float, right? 0.0. Okay. Next, color. Null. Okay. So who will assign? JVM will assign default values. Okay. When it will assign? While executing superclass constructor. Here superof. Superof means what? Superclass constructor we are calling. Which constructor we are calling? Zero argument constructor we are calling. Okay. So while executing this superclass zero argument constructor, JVM will assign default values to all the instance variable. Understand?
Yeah, understand.
So now in this constructor, if you assign any specific values, those specific values will be assigned. In this constructor, we are not assigning any specific values to this instance variable, right? So that way, JVM will always provide what? Default values. If you are not assigning any specific values, then JVM will always provide what? Default values. Understand? Why default values? Your inheritance. These properties automatically, it will be inherited to what? Student class. Now, student class want to use these properties of superclass, right? If some values are assigned, then only it can be useful, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Yes.
Clear,
Yes,
everyone? So then only
Yes.
superclass superclass constructor is executing. While executing superclass constructor, it will assign values to that instance variable. So if you assign values to that instance variable, then only those instance variable can be useful into child classes. In child class, we can refer those instance variables of superclass. By using them, we can write our own business logic. Hope you people understood. Any doubt here?
No doubt.
So that's why, for every constructor, we have to keep superof. Superof will be the what? First line. Clear now? Why every constructor Java people provided superof as a first line?
Yes.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So this is the reason, guys. Here, when you try to create object of child class, only child class object only created. Understand? Now see here, these properties also now available into where?
Here.
In the child class object. Understand? Now these properties belongs to whom? Parent class properties. Okay, but now these properties automatically available into where? Child class
Student.
object. This is what, guys? Which class object this is? Child class, right? What is the reference variable? ST.
ST.
So in this scenario, only one object is created. Which object? That is child class object only created, right? But while creating child class object, child class instance variable also get initialized, right? And right, superclass instance variable also get initialized. Understand or not? But here superclass object is not created, but superclass instance variable is get initialized. That's what I told you. So most of the people are saying constructor. Constructor is what? Constructor is used for, I mean,
Initializing.
yeah. See here, most of the people are saying for creation of object of a class, constructor is useful. Like that people are saying, right? But here what? Constructor is not there for, not meant for object creation, guys. Constructor is meant for what? Initialization of an object. Initialization of an instance variable of that class. Understand?
Yes.
So now see here, constructor is executing. Superclass constructor is executing. For what purpose? To initialize the values to this instance variable. Not for creating object of person class. Here, how many objects are created? Only one object is created. Person class object is not created. But person class constructor is executing. Why? To initialize the values of person class instance variable. Understand?
Yeah, understand.
Right? Now in the student class, how many properties we have? 6 properties we have. Superclass properties and as well as what? Child class properties.
The child class properties.
Because extends, right? Extends means what? Superclass, all the functionalities of, okay, all the properties and behaviors of the superclass automatically inherited to child class. So that's what, for every constructor, what is the first line of statement, guys? Superop. Hope you people clear.
No,
Any doubt here?
no, sir.
No.
Okay, fine. So no. Okay. Now, so let me give you one more conclusion. Then we can close. So here, I'm writing examples. See guys, so this one I think while discussing constructor, I told you, okay, few things are left. So those things we will discuss in while discussing inheritance concept. Like that we discussed it right that time. Okay,
Yeah,
so
yes.
these are the things related to constructors, guys. Now we are discussing in here. Because already we know what is child and what is parent and child, right? So that's why. Now, tell me, I'm giving one more example here. Class P I'm having, guys. Okay, class P or class parent. Okay, so this is what? One class. Okay, so now class C I have. Extends, class C means child. Okay, child extends what?
Parent.
Extends parent. That's it. Now, is it valid? Okay.
Yeah, valid.
Valid
Yes,
or
sir.
not?
Valid, sir.
Valid. So now I'm taking one more. Saiteja, understand? No, I'm taking one more example here. If you're not understanding, please let me know, Saiteja. Don't sit idle. Okay. Fine. So now class parent I have. Okay. In the class parent, I have zero argument constructor I have written. Okay. If you have written any argument construct, any type of constructor, then what will happen? Compiler will not place any
Default constructor.
Default constructor. Understand?
Yes.
Now, class, here what? child extends parent. Fine. This is one more example. The same way I have given one more here. Class parent. Okay. Class parent we have. At what time we started, guys? 9 o'clock, right? Class. Fine. So no. Class parent we have. So here I'm taking parent in text. Okay. This is one constructor. Okay. So now class child I'm taking extends parent. Okay. Extends parent. Give me 1 minute. Yeah, sorry guys. So now this is what, guys, another example. Okay, understand what I'm trying to say here?
Yes.
Now, okay, now if you see here, class parent, class child extends parent. So this is valid or not?
Valid.
So what valid here? What will happen when I'm trying to
Child.
create child class object here? I'm trying to create what? Child class object. Okay, so child C is equal to new child. New child. Like that I'm creating. What will happen? What will happen? So
Child
first
class.
of all,
One object
compiler
is
will verify,
created.
right? First of all, when you write any Java class, first compilation will happen, right?
Yes.
Now, child C is equal to new child. What will happen?
One object is created.
One object is created. After that?
Pointing to reference variable C.
So here,
Then
what
after-
will happen now? In child class, compiler will see first. In class parent, compiler will see. Okay, boss? If Java programmer, okay, this is the Java program, fine. So now we are asking, hey compiler, please compile my Java program. Okay. Now compiler will pay first class parent, fine. So here we have not written any constructor, right? What
Yes,
compiler will think? I think this programmer seems to be innocent. He don't know anything about constructor, it seems. Okay, let me help him. Okay, let me write default constructor behalf of him. So that's what here. What one constructor will be written? Who is going to write that constructor? Compiler, right? What is the constructor? Default constructor, right?
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah.
Tell me, what is the default constructor here?
Child.
Parent, child. First
No.
of all, what? Parent, right?
Parent. Parent.
How the compiler will compile the program, top to
Yes.
bottom.
Okay. Parent.
Here, parent,
Super of.
right? Super of. So like this one, default constructor will be placed. Who will place this one?
Compiler.
Compiler will place. Where? Under parent class, here. Because we have not written, right?
Yes.
If programmer is not written any constructor, then who will place?
Compiler.
Come on, guys. Already we discussed, right? Who will place? Compiler will place
Compiler.
default constructor. Fine. Now class child. So in class child also, compiler will verify. Do we have any constructor or not? Here also
No.
there is no constructor. Again, compiler will think, again, this programmer seems to be innocent. He don't know anything about related to constructor. Okay, let me help him by placing one default constructor behalf of him. Okay, so like that, here also what?
Child of.
default constructor will be placed by
Compiler.
compiler. Okay, child of,
Then super of.
then super of.
Super of.
What is the first statement, guys? Super of.
Super of.
Super.
So like this, who will place? Compiler
Compiler.
will place. Fine. Now what will happen? Child C is equal to new child, right? So we are creating child class object. Okay. While creating child class object, we are asking JVM, hey JVM, please call this zero argument constructor. So now here what? Already zero argument constructor there or not there? There.
Yeah, why not?
Compiler
There,
already
sir.
placed it, right? So now
Yes,
this
sir.
constructor is executing. So under what is the first line here? Super of.
Super of.
Super of means what? Super
Super
class
class
constructor is
constructor.
now trying to execute. So super class constructor is executing, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
now this constructor, parent of this constructor is executing. Now here what we are placing? Super of.
Super of.
Means what? Super class
Object.
constructor is executing. What is the super class?
Object class.
Or parent object class. Object class zero argument constructor is executing, right? So now this is valid or invalid?
Valid.
Completely valid, right?
Yeah.
Hello,
Yeah,
everyone
valid.
understand or not? Please
Yes, sir.
respond,
Yes.
guys. Right? This
Yes,
is
sir.
valid. Now coming to the second example. Here see class parent. Okay. Now parent we have, right? Compiler will verify. Okay, for top to bottom it will verify, right? Yes,
Yeah,
class parent. Fine. Now parent. Yes, I think program this guy. Okay, knows something about constructor. So that's what he has written. One zero argument constructor. Yeah, I no need to put any default constructor here. Okay. Now compiler will become happy. Fine. So now, if you are not right, if you are here, what we are writing explicitly one constructor. Any type of constructor, whether zero argument constructor or argument type constructor, one argument type constructor, two argument type constructor, any type of constructor if programmer plays, then compiler will not place any default argument constructor. So that's what you guys has to remember, right? So now here what? Already we place one constructor. Now compiler will not place any default constructor over here. Fine. Now child extends parent. Here what? Now in this class, here we have not written any constructor. Then again, now this time what will happen?
Compiler give default constructor.
Compiler will provide default constructor. So what is the default constructor?
Child of super
Okay.
of.
Super of. So like this, who will provide, guys? Compiler will place. Right here. Compiler will place here. Guys. Fine. So now, again, what we are doing now? Creating object of child class.
Child class.
Child C is equal to new child. Right? When you create object of this new child, what will happen? This constructor is executing. For this constructor, we are calling what? Super class constructor. Right? And the super class constructor, if you are not written any super of explicitly here, even though what is the first statement? Super of only.
Super of.
Understand? See, here we have written this parent class constructor. I mean, zero argument constructor in parent class. Have you written any super of here? Explicitly? Even if you have not written super of, so what is the first line of each and every constructor by default statement? Super of.
Super of.
Okay. So now who will place the super of? Compiler will place the super of statement. Understand?
Yes.
Even if you have not written the super of explicitly also, but each and every constructor, whether it is a zero argument constructor or compiler generated constructor or programmer generated constructor or argument type based constructor, what is the first statement, guys? Super of. Either super of or this of. Anything can be there. Understand? But if you have not written any statement, what is the by default statement? Super of. Okay. Super of only will be placed by the compiler. Clear, everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Yes, sir.
If you put this
Yes,
of
sir.
here, then that time compiler will not place super of, guys. What is the first statement? Either this of or super of.
Super of.
If you put this of here, no, let me put here. Now I'm putting what? This of. If you put this of here, then that time what will happen? compiler will not place any soap-off. Remember? Okay.
Yes, anyone statement.
So now I'm not putting any this up. So that time compiler will place soap-off as a first default statement here. As a first statement. I think hope you people clear on this. Okay.
Okay.
So now, now superclass constructor is executing. Right. So this is valid or invalid?
Valid.
Valid. Right?
Yes.
Do you see any compile time error here?
No,
No.
sir.
No.
No.
Sir.
No. Now come to this class. Okay. Saiteja, tell me in this class, the third example. What will happen here? Do you see any error or valid?
The super.
Saiteja, I'm asking you only. Please respond quickly. So just now we discussed, right, all these things. Definitely you have to tell. Are you there, Saiteja? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Tell me. Tell me what you are thinking, you please tell me. I will explain you anyway. Huh? Okay, guys, let me explain. So that's what, if I ask anyone, I mean, time killing. Okay. So we cannot complete course. We have to complete the course as soon as possible. So here, see, now class child extends parents. Tell me, guys, remaining people, is it valid or invalid?
Invalid.
Do you see any error?
Invalid.
Invalid. Why invalid, Vignesh?
Argument first.
Huh?
One single argument in parent constructor.
Then?
Here calling the zero argument constructor.
Right.
Okay.
Right. See, Vignesh. So
Yeah.
I know, okay, you have subject, okay, but
Okay.
you have to know how to express. Okay, I'm noticing you. So I'm observing you. You have the subject, but you are not able to express, okay, what you are thinking. If you are not able to express in front of interviewer, then interviewer will think you don't know anything about it. Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just try to focus on the English, I mean, the way how to express. Okay. Focus
Yeah,
on,
okay.
formatting the sentence. Yeah. Fine. So now see here, class child extends parent. So what will happen, guys? Here. Now, we will provide this Java program first to compiler. So compiler will verify class parent. Fine. So here it will verify whether this guy has written any constructor or not. Yes, he has written one constructor. Okay, no problem. I don't need to provide any constructor over here, default constructor. Fine. So now coming to child class. In child class, it is verifying, right? So do we have any constructor here? No, boss. Here, programmer has not written any constructor. Okay, let me place one default constructor, right? If you have not written, then only compiler will place default constructor, right? What is the default constructor? Tell me, everyone. Child. Super off. Right. So this is the right. Like this, who will place, guys? Compiler will place. Okay, here it will place, guys. Fine. So now, here what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to create a child object. Child C is equal to new child, right? Like that only I'm creating. So now what will happen? Here we are asking, hey JVM, please call while creating object of my child class. Okay, please call this zero argument constructor, right? So now, which zero argument constructor is executing? This one. Already compiler will place zero argument constructor, right, in our class. So this constructor is executing. So now, in this constructor, what is the first statement? Soprof. Soprof means what? Calling, hey boss, hey JVM, please call super class. There is a constructor called zero argument constructor. Please call that constructor. Now, okay, JVM is checking, our compiler is checking. Do we have any? Zero argument constructor in parent class. Do we have any zero argument constructor in parent class?
No.
Come on, tell me. Do we have any zero argument
No,
constructor in parent class?
No,
No, we
sir.
don't have. So what? I mean, which type of constructor we have? Argument type of constructor we have, right? Int type. Int type argument based constructor we have. So there is no zero argument constructor. So that time, what we have, what we will get, guys? Compile time error we will get. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that's what we will get. What? Compile time error. Okay. Hey boss, you are asking me to execute superclass default argument constructor, but I am not able to find that superclass, the zero argument constructor. Understand? So like that, what we will get, what? Compile time error. This is what? Invalid. Okay. Means what? Compile time error. Fine. So here, that's why while creating constructors, even parent and child relationship. Okay. So that's what, while creating constructors, even in parent and child class relationship. So definitely we don't know, right? So let's suppose we are creating a class. So that class can be act as what? Parent to another class. We don't know, right? Some of the class may use the functionalities of your class if it is required. So that time what? Your class will become what? Parent class. Understand? So that's what, while writing any Java class, even though if you are writing any constructor, any parameterized parameter based constructor, okay, argument type based constructor, so always recommended to place what, guys? Zero argument
constructor.
also. Understand? Here, let me write. There is no space, right? Okay, let me write here. Always recommended to write what? Zero argument constructor also. So like this case, you don't need to write so prop. I'm writing. Understand? You don't need to write so prop. Okay, automatically compiler will place the so prop. Clear? So whenever you are writing any Java class, in that Java class, if you want to write any argument type based constructor, it is highly recommended to write what? Zero argument constructor 2 along with that argument type constructor to avoid what, guys? This kind of scenarios. Understand?
Yeah.
This is very, 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 very important, guys. Definitely interviewer will ask you. Okay, even you are fresher or 3 years experience or 5 years experience or 6 years experience also. People don't know anything about this one. Okay, the third example what we have discussed is very, 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 very important. Okay, so people will ask you, hey boss, can you please write 2 classes and please maintain what do you call easy relationship or extents, or please write 2 classes and reusable functionalities of one class into another class. Like that, people will ask you. People will not ask directly, hey boss, please write a program based on inheritance. Like that, people will not ask, hey boss, I want to use the functionalities of one class into another class. Please write a 2 classes. Okay, like that it will ask. So that time, so they will ask you, even including constructors also, please write. Like that it will ask. Okay. So now if you write a constructors, then they will ask something. Hey boss, in parent class, can you please write parent constructor? I mean, argument type based constructor. Okay. So now in child class, here I am writing like this. So can you please tell me what is the issue here? Like that people will ask you. Okay. You should be in the position to answer that question. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
Everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now let me write the point. If Teja, you have to refer. I cannot do anything. It's up to you. if parent class contains, okay, some argument constructor. Parent class contains some argument constructor while writing, okay, while writing child classes, we have to take special care with respect to constructor, guys. With respect to constructor. Okay. No. Fine. No. Whenever we are writing any argument type constructor, it is highly recommended to place what? Zero argument constructor to. Okay. Clear?
Yeah, clear.
So that's what we are discussing, right?
Yes, sir.
Whenever we are writing any argument constructor, it is highly recommended to write what? Zero
Zero
argument
argument.
constructor. Zero argument constructor, or else you can say no argument constructor. Okay? Either zero or no. Anything is fine, guys. Same only. Zero argument constructor or no argument
argument.
constructor. Okay, see here in the first point. If parent class contains some argument type constructors, argument type constructors, okay, while writing child classes, we have to take special care with respect to what? Constructors. Understand? That's what, right? So here what? Here in the parent class, which type of constructor it is there now? Int, one argument type based constructor.
Argument.
Now in the child class, while writing child class constructor also, what we have to do here? In the child class, instead of calling superof, we have to call what? Superof 10. Right? If you call superof 10, then there is no issue here.
Yes.
Understand? So that's what. While writing child classes, we have to take special care guide with respect to constructors. Okay? This is the first time. I mean, this is the we have to take care while writing child class. What is the second point? Whenever we are writing any argument type constructor, it is highly recommended to place what? Zero or no argument constructor 2. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So now, I think, yeah. Okay. So now, let me take one example here. We'll close. You open Eclipse. This software side. Eclipse ID. See the examples, what I told you now, you guys go and please practice, guys. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Sure, sir.
And one more thing we have with respect to exceptions, okay, for these constructors. So that topic we'll discuss while discussing, after discussing exception handling. Okay. So now here what I'm creating Java project. Java project. So now, what is the project guys here? Inheritance. Inheritance demo already we have a no, right? No. Now inheritance. Okay. Inheritance demo. Fine. Finish. So now for inheritance demo in the SRC, I'm creating what is new class. Okay. So now here what which class? Which class you want me to take? Okay. Let me write directly parent and child. Okay. We'll write parent and child first. Okay. So now. So now. Let me take parent class. Okay, guys. So now parent class. Okay, I don't need even main method also. Okay, so this is our public class parent. Fine. So now here, I'm taking few arguments, guys. Okay, int a. Okay, int a. I'm assigning some values. Fine. Int a 10. Now next one, float f is equal to 10.5 f. Fine. Hello. Clear, guys? Now here, the same way,
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
taking what a long. Let me take long. Okay. Long L is equal to, here I'm taking what something 987654321. Okay, L. Fine. So these are the properties we have. Now in parent, okay, so I have what constructor. Okay, sys out control space. So this is what parent class constructor. Okay, so parent class
Okay.
constructor. Fine. So now here I'm taking what one more class, guys. Class, okay, child. Class child extends what?
Parent.
Okay. Right, class child extends parent. So now here what? Here also I'm taking what? Int a is equal to 20 I'm taking.
Okay.
Okay. So now float f is equal to 15.6 f I'm taking. Okay. So now long something called d is equal to, here I'm taking what 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 L. Fine. So now here I'm taking child class constructor. Okay. So now sys out control space, here what child class constructor. Fine. Hello. Clear everyone? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So now, right. So let me write directly here only public static void main method. Okay. Public I think PSVM, is there any shortcut, guys? PSVM control spacer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Static void main. No. Do we have any shortcut, guys, to write public static void main method in Eclipse IDE, PSVM like that?
Yes.
PSVM after that, what I need to do? Control spacer.
Control base.
But it is giving something, right? PSVM void method stuff. It's creating some more method.
SIO. Yes. SIO. 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 Control base.
SIO na.
Yeah. SIO.
SIO control spacer.
Y.
SY.
O. Control base.
No, yeah. To generate a public static void main method, I'm asking you have any shortcut. Okay, fine. Let me write. I don't know that shortcut. Public static void main string args. Okay. String args. This is what main method. Fine. So now in the main method, what I'm doing, guys? What I'm doing now? I'm creating object of child
Object
class.
of child class.
Child C is equal to, or else child is equal to new child. Fine. See here, there is no compile time error, right? Why? The child class constructor by default it will call what? Super. So in the super class also we have what? Zero argument constructor. So now if I put now int I, see what will happen? Compile time error. Understand? Implicit super constructor parent is undefined. Okay, must explicitly invoke another constructor. Like that it is saying. Understand why? Your parent int I. This example, guys, just now we discussed, right? Hello. Just now we discussed, right?
Yes.
For example, okay. Here what? Super off. By default, what super off? In the super off means what? Super class default constructor, it is checking. But there is no zero argument constructor in super class. In super class, what type of constructor we have? Argument type of constructor we have. So that's what here what we were getting compile time error. Okay. Fine. Let me remove this. Now fine, right? Okay. So now see. Child, new child. Now I'm trying to sys out control space. Okay. What I'm trying to say, child dot. What happened? Why my system is stuck in? 1 minute, guys. I don't know. Somehow my system is stuck in. I'm not able to do anything. I'm not able to write anything here. What happened here? Why all of a sudden? I'm not able to do anything, guys. Guys, can you hear me?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, somehow my system is stuck. It seems I'm not able to do anything. I'm not able to write or I'm not able to close anything. Why it is all of a sudden stuck in? What we need to do? It's taking time, it seems. Oh my God. What we need to do here? Correct. Okay, guys. Okay. So let me stop. Okay. And please rejoin again. Okay. I will restart my Eclipse IDE. Not able to do anything. Is it fine?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Please join again. Okay.
Okay.
Now I'm stop sharing. 1 minute. Let me open Eclipse IDE now. Yes, guys. Now it is working. Let me share now. Fine. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now it is working. Now see here in child class system.out.println. Okay, public static void main. I created child class object. Now by using the child reference, child dot see here. Okay, see here a we have, right?
Yes, 10.
1 minute. A we have, right? So now I'm calling what a here. Okay, child dot a. Okay, child dot a I'm calling. In the same way, I'm copying this
Child.f.
child dot f. Okay, and
Child
after that, what
L.
we have child dot l.
Yes.
Child dot l. Okay, so what is the output, guys? We will get here.
In child class.
Tell me what is the output?
20.
15.6 f.
Yes.
And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, like that, right? That's what you
Yes.
are asking. That's what you are assuming, right? See
Yeah.
here, yeah, you will get. But here, see, class child extends parent. Understand? Class child extends parent. Extends parent means what? The parent class properties also by default inherited to child class, right? But here, what are the parent class properties? Int a is equal to 10 and float f is equal to 10.5 f and long L is equal to something, right? So now, here what parent class property, what is the variable, guys? A. What is the parent class reference variable here? F.
Yeah.
Variable, guys. Here A is what? Variable name.
Variable
F
name.
is what? Variable name. So now the same names. Here also the child class also having same name. Now child class object contains what? Along with this A, F and D, and parent class AFL also contains.
Yes.
Understand? Now child class object, how many variables child class object contains, guys? How many instance variable child class object contains? Hello?
3 plus 3.
3 plus 3, 6 variables child class object contains. That is called inheritance, right?
Yes.
Hello, what about remaining
Yes, sir.
people here? I'm asking
Yes.
you only. Right? So now, how many variables child class object contains? 6 variables.
6
How many
variables.
objects here we are creating? Only one object. That is what child class object. But in the child
Yes.
class object, how many instance variables child class object contains? 6 instance variables. One is AFL and the another one is AFD. Now see here, AF and AF. Here AF is what? Superclass AF. Here what? AF is what? Child class AF.
Child class.
Right? But here, when you call child.a, what will happen here? Child class, okay? Nice. What happened? From configuration. Fine. So now I'm executing this one. Run configuration, why it is asking, guys? What is student one? Run a Java application, create, manage, and why it is asking configuration? Hmm? When I'm executing this class, why it is asking run configurations? Directly it will ask Java application, right? What is the let me share it. Where are the method demonstrate student one? What is what? Yes, inheritance, right? That is. What is the file name you have given? While project name? Inheritance demo. Java application account. Which class it is? Parent. Huh? What happened, guys? Static block demo project. So let me select the inheritance demo. No? Inheritance demo. Okay. Main class. And what is the main class here? Child, right? Okay. Now we apply. Run. Oh my God. Like that we have to run. Huh? Now see here. What is the output, guys? Parent class constructor, right? Child class constructor. Guys, can you hear me? Are you there? Okay. Here see output child.a. What it is saying? 20.
Child class.
Okay. 15.6. See. 9876521. See here. Child.l. When I call child.l, which variable it is showing? Here.
Parent class.
Parent class.
Parent class. Understand? See here. L means what? L means what? Parent class, right? Here, variable name is different, right? L.
Yes.
Understand?
Yeah.
Here, variable name is different.
Different error.
So that's what parent class variable values it is showing. Okay. Now, if I want to print D here, then what will
Child class.
happen?
Child class.
Okay. Now run as. Oh my God. Mali again run configuration. Why every time I need to do it, guys? Oh. Okay, fine. Okay, so now see, right? Parent class, L variable value also I can display here, and child class, D variable value also I can display here. Am I right or not?
Yeah,
but
right.
if you see
Yes, sir.
the 20 and 15.6, here, A. So which variables is it showing?
Child
Child class instance variables only it is showing. Even this class contains what? Parent class instance variable also we have. Understand? See, for
Yes.
variable, there is no ambiguity here. Understand? And parent class also we have variable name A and variable name F. In the child class also we have variable name A and variable name F. But if you refer by using child here, okay, always it will take what? Child. Child means which type it is? Child type.
Child.
Right? Child reference. This reference type,
Yes.
what is the reference type here? Child. So child means what? Child class. Understand? This child class, okay, variables only it is giving high priority. Understand? So for variable, the method resolution will be taken care by compiler. For variables, the resolution will be taken care by the compiler, guys. Okay? So here, don't worry, we will discuss while discussing polymorphism concept. But if you see here, so here why we are not getting any compile time error or any ambiguity here? See here what? By using child reference, we are calling A. Here child is what type? Child type. Now, in the class child, do we have A and F? Yes, we have A and F. Now, this A and this F will be executed. Clear, everyone? So now,
Yes, sir.
I want to execute what? Superclass A and F. I want to execute what? Superclass A and F. So by that time, what I need to do? How to do? Right. If I refer child class by using child class reference variable, if I refer A, which variable is executing? Child class variable is executing. But I don't want child class variable. Superclass variable I want to execute. So for that time, what we need to do? There is a super keyword. Super dot. Already we discussed, right? Super and this. See, this is what super keyword guys. Super dot A. Understand? Okay, this is static context, right? We cannot use. Understand? This is static context, right? Directly we cannot use super. That's what already we discussed these 2 points. Super and this is what guys? Instance types. So instance types can we use in static context?
No.
We cannot use, right? So now here let me write here one method. Okay. So public void display. Okay. Display method. Something else. So now in this method, this is what instance method, right? So now in this method, now what I'm trying to use? Fine. Super of F. Understand? So now here what we need to call this instance method. How can we call? By using reference variable child dot display method, right? Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Fine. Everyone. So now here see in display method by using super of, see super keyword. Super keyword means what? Super class object.
Super class of.
Hey boss, here please print super class instance variable. Okay. Super class instance variable by using super keyword. So now if you try to execute this program, run as configuration and run. See, now if you see the last 2 outputs, 10, 10.5, right?
Yes.
See here, what is the super class variable value? A variable value 10.
10.
What is the value variable F value 10.5? See here, we are getting right 10, 10.5.
Yes.
By
yes.
using super class. So I mean super keyword. Here what? Super is what? Keyword guys. To refer what? Super class instance variable. So this is what guys? This is also keyword. To refer what? To refer what? Current class
Current
Array
class
object.
instance
Okay.
variable.
Now let me write here.
This dot A.
This dot A. Okay. See now. Now this dot F. See the last 4 outputs, right? 10, 10.5. These are what? Super class instance variable. 20, 15.6. These are what?
child class.
Then this means what? Current class. This means what? Current class object. Understand? This is here what? This is refers what? Current class object. Super is refers what? Super class object. Super class reference variable. This is what refers current class instance variable. Hope you people understood. Hello? Clear guys?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Clear.
So what is the difference between super keyword and this keyword? Here see, I think already we discussed it, right? Difference between super of this of and super this. And super of this of what? Constructors calling. To call constructors. Super class constructors, if you want, you can use super of. Current class constructor, if you want to call, you can use this of. Those are what? Constructor calls. But here super and this is what? Keywords. So super refers what? Super class instance variable. This refers what? Current class instance variable. Okay. Clear everyone?
Yeah, clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So like that. Okay. You can see the difference, guys. Now Control C. Now, so now let me write the public void display method we have, right? So the same method I'm writing here also. This is what? Parent class, right? Let me write parent class. Okay. So now here I should not write super of, right? There is no A and F in object class. Okay, fine. Now this of A means what? Here In this class, this of A means what? 10, right?
Yes,
This of F means what? 10.5.
10.
Here this means what? Current class
Current
instance.
class.
Here this means what? Child class instance variable. Understand? Here this refers what? Parent class instance variable. Here this refers what? Child class
Child
instance.
class.
Okay, fine. So now, okay. So now we have, child.display, right? Fine. So now see. Okay, they're not calling, right? So hope you people understood. Okay. See now, here 10.5. Now here see, what will happen, guys? Here I have written public void display method, right? Hello. In child class also I have what? Public void
Same.
display method.
Display.
In child class, in child class also with what we have? Same public void display method. See here, right? Here also display method I have. Here also display method I have. Now I'm trying to extend what? Parent class. Now child class can acquire what? All the properties of parent class into child, right?
Yes.
So AFL and as well as display also. Now in
Yeah.
the child class also we have display. So now when I'm trying to create object of this child class, and by using object reference, if I call display method, so now which display method will execute?
Child class display method.
Understand? Which display method will execute here? So parent class display method also we have. Child class display method will solve. We also have. So that time what will happen, you know? So now child class difference type, right? Now it will go and verify what is the child class type here.
Child.
Understand? So what is the child class type here? Child. The child, guys, can you please go and mute someone? So now child. In the child class, do we have display method? Okay. Like that it will verify. Yes, we have a display method, right? So now, what is the underlying object of this reference variable? It will verify. What is the underlying object of this reference variable? Child object.
Child object.
So then this child class object will be executed.
Yes.
Okay. So this is what overriding, guys. Okay. This is what overriding. Don't worry. We will discuss, guys. This one we will discuss. Okay. Let me remove now here. We will discuss this concept while discussing polymorphism. So I think hope you people understood. See here what? Constructors, we cannot inheritance. Okay. Constructors are not applicable for inheritance. Only member variables and member methods are applicable for inheritance. Clear? So let me write one more method here. So public void display method we have, right? Tell me some method name. Let M1 method. Okay. Let me write some method, guys. Here what? Sys out. M1 method. Right. So now after creating of child class, here what? Child dot. Here what? M1 method I'm calling. Can I call M1 method? Can I call or not? M1 method. Hello. Guys. Tell me. Can I call M1 method? M1 method where it is available? Parent class it is available. Understand? Public void M1 method. Parent class it is available. So now in the child class, I'm creating object of this child class. And by using child class reference, I'm calling M1 method. Can I call or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we can call. Why you guys are thinking? Yesterday we discussed it, right?
Yeah.
See now, M1 method. See the output here. M1 method is executing or not?
Yeah. It's
Okay. So all the properties of parent class will be applicable for child class, right?
yes.
So even
Yes.
A, F, L also applicable, and M1 method also automatically inherited to child class. Now by using child class reference, I can refer A, F, L, even M1,
Yes.
right? So what is the problem here? Why you guys are thinking so much? Right?
Yeah.
Can we
Right.
call or not?
Yeah. Call.
We can also.
No. You have any questions, guys? This is all about inheritance concept, guys. Okay. What about EJ relationship? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Is all about related to EJ relationship. EJ relationship is nothing but what? Inheritance.
Inheritance.
Okay. Tomorrow we will discuss, not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, right? So Monday. So Monday we will discuss as a relationship. Okay. Let's see. Okay, fine, guys. Have any questions?